Hey everybody, it's Tiff again. So today I'm going to be talking about ways that I wasted money in an attempt to save it. The goal of this video is obviously to help you to not make the same mistakes that I've made. So please make sure that you are sharing this with other people and putting comments in the comment section on ways that maybe you have wasted money or ways that you didn't waste money by stocking up. So here we go. I wanted to share the mistakes that I made in trying to save money, because a lot of these are things that we all do in an effort to be smarter, but we don't really use our resources well. And when things are getting tighter and tighter, you want to avoid those mistakes. So one thing that I did was once a month cooking. Now this program works great for people who know how to use it. For me, what the issue was I wasted food. I had recipes that I didn't like, but because I was using a program and it was taking me step by step, there was no way to cut out the recipes that I knew I wouldn't really use. There were expensive ingredients that I didn't typically use, and I lost things in my freezer. I have a big, deep chest freezer. Well, it's not big. It's the size of like a card table. Um, and so things dropped down to the bottom and I lost them. And so all that was wasted. It wasn't a huge amount, but it ended up not saving me the money that I was hoping it would. My alternative was using once a month planning. So once a month cooking worked in some cases with certain recipes, but as a general rule, I found that it wasn't as effective for me, and using the alternative of once a month planning was better. So what I did for that, there's a few different variations. I've done a couple videos and I'll be doing some future videos on planning your meals using a sale paper more effectively. But essentially we had a different food group or category for each day of the week. So Monday, I remember, was always pasta. And I think Thursday was always leftovers. Friday was a homemade pizza. We didn't have the money to buy pizza. So we would make them either on matzo crackers. We made them sometimes on pizza crust. Sometimes we made dough. But I remember like Tuesday or Wednesday was always fish of some kinds, whether fish sticks or we had fresh fish, like not, okay. Anyway, fish, but some variation there. One day of the week was beef. So whether it was ground beef or stew beef or a pot roast, or it was beef. Um, Other was using the sale paper to plan menus, which, like I said, I'll be teaching that in another video. The second mistake that I made was stocking up. And let me explain this. In my videos, I say, see what you have first. The issue was we when we were stocking up, I would just go and buy and buy and buy and go, oh, I need to make sure to have this. I need to make sure to have this when I was at the grocery store. So it's not bad to stock up, as in see what you need and make sure that you have plenty. My issue was we are creatures of habit and we get into habits and we stock up the wrong stuff. My favorite example that was fairly recent, it was just in the last 3 or 4 years. I came home from doing once a month grocery shopping, and one of my daughters was unloading, and I had bought 3 things of Dijon mustard. And because I make my own salad dressing using olive oil, Dijon mustard, and red wine vinegar, and garlic and a few other things. But I make my own dressing, so we use quite a bit of Dijon mustard, so I keep it on hand. Well, when I had her unpack the 3, she found that I had like 7 already on the shelf, and we were laughing hysterically about how we would never run out of mustard. This was prior to COVID. Um, but that is one example where I did not need 11 containers of mustard, but then I also was out of other things. So stocking up without checking first will lead to waste, especially if it's a perishable. You know, we've seen the jokes out there about, oh, I'm going to buy another bag of lettuce so that I can throw it away in a week because it gets lost in our drawer and we forget we have it. So making sure if you're going to stock up on something, first see what it is you have. There's also things that people forget about, but can save you money. So buying things like flour and sugar, where if you forget about it and you don't have it, you go to the grocery store wasting gas, wasting time, but you also end up finding other things to buy. So making sure that you have your staples on hand. So the ways that I tried to save money that did not work were once a month cooking, and stocking up without checking first. The things that I did instead were having a set food on the day of the week and going through and looking what I had and making a reasonable list and making sure I had a set number on hand. I will share in another video here soon how I use that with my kids to make a very efficient way of planning your monthly grocery shopping. But I want to thank you for being a part of this. Please like, share, save, and hit the bell so that you get notifications. I'm putting videos up about 7 times a week, not necessarily every day, but I would love to have you participate and share these. And my next video will be talking about how your kids can help you to get your grocery shopping done more efficiently and effectively. I will see you on the next video. Bye.